Hey everybody, how you doing? It's John Brewer here, restaurant specialist here in South Florida. William Ravis, commercial real estate advisor, and like I said, restaurant specialist. If you're looking to buy, sell, lease restaurant space, please let me know. Also am part of the Eat Local Supper Club, and also known as South Florida's Restaurant Guy on YouTube if you want to check out reviews, and also this educational stuff will be there. Anyway, real quick, transaction monitoring. Most restaurants, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're getting your delivery done through a third-party app, but I just want you guys to know about this. If you, like I said, if you're using Uber Eats, Grubhub, Delivery Dudes, they're taking the credit card on your behalf. But restaurants are what we call a CIS, cash-intensive business. It's not as much as it used to be. It used to be a really hard cash business, but not so much with everybody moving to debit cards and credit cards, things like that. But it's also called what happened during the pandemic was a lot of people moved into online ordering. A lot of restaurants that weren't doing it started doing it. A lot of restaurants that were doing it found out it became a larger and larger percentage of their business. Obviously, that's starting to revert back now that COVID is becoming less and less of a story. But I wanted to let you guys know about this just for future reference. Where it does come into play is chargebacks. Now, to give you an idea, the online restaurant industry is a $344 billion industry. That's right, with a B, not an M, a B. $344 billion industry. That's why all these, Uber and all these guys are getting involved in that business, because there's a lot of money to be made. So if you're doing delivery on your own, or if you're doing a lot of pickup delivery, you need to watch out, because there's a scam going on right now. It's called triangulation. And basically what they do is I go out, let's say I'm a thief, all right? I go out, I steal somebody's credit card. I get their credit card. I go home, I just start ordering stuff online. I start banging up orders online. And then what I do is I go to a place like Telegram, and I start to auction off this food, basically. Believe it or not, this is what's going on. And so I paid $50 for the food. I'll give it to you for $30. You're like, great, that's awesome. I'll even drop it off for you. Give me a tip. And that's it. A lot of these guys are doing that. So by the time I realize, or the other person realizes that their credit card was stolen, what are they going to do? They're going to call up their credit card company and say, listen, some dude ripped off my credit card. I'm not paying for this. So you served the food, you took the charge, you think life is beautiful, and then all of a sudden a week later you get a kickback. We used to call them kickbacks. They're called chargebacks. They're not fun. To give you an idea of how much this costs a restaurant, it's 240% really that it costs a restaurant. So if it's a $30 check, it's going to cost the restaurant $72 basically. So that's labor, food cost, all these things. You thought you had the revenue, and now, and let me trust you, as a restaurant manager, I'll tell you, American Express, if you don't file the paperwork or they don't believe you, they just come right in and they take that money right out of your account. They don't care. So, it reduces the margins in an already thin business. So there is software that's coming out. So if you are doing delivery and you're not using one of the third-party apps, you might want to look into this software. What it basically is it'll flag people. So if you run a credit card and say this person has a habit of doing these chargebacks and disputes, it'll give you a red flag, and then you could basically choose to deny that person the credit card. I mean, nobody wants to serve food and not get paid back for it. So just some things to think about going forward. FinTech is moving at a mile a minute, and there's a lot of new stuff out there. So if you're not using transaction monitoring and you're not using a third-party delivery, you might want to take a look at transaction monitoring. Anyway, that's it. I'm John Brewer, restaurant specialist. Talk to you soon. Hope everything's going well. And adios. See you later. Aloha. Arrivederci.